everyone, this is Sita. It is January 3rd. This is my 2025 planner, and yes, I have not set it up at all. It's so late, so really no deco here, mainly just like functional stuff so that I can get started and start using my 2025 planner. Okay, so this is my Hobonichi Cousin. This is my Hobonichi Weeks, and we'll show you what this looks like. And this is the journal that I'll be using. I'm not going to set this up today, but I just wanted to show you guys this cute little cover. I love this cover. It's from Paper Mood, and I'm so sad that I think they closed because I could not find any more. I couldn't find their website. I think it was like closed, or if you go to their website, it's not functioning. But anyway, I don't know their story, but I bought this from Mercari and it is so cute. So this is what I'm going to be using for my journal for 2025, which is huge because I've downgraded, I've downsized. I was using a traveler's notebook size journal, and this year I'm going to be using this Hobonichi A6 size. But anyway, I'll go through this a little bit later in a separate video that's about my journal, but this isn't about that. I just wanted to show that journal because it's so cute. Anyway, okay, so this is my Hobonichi Cousin, and I purchased the, what is this called? The Alletone in the brown. This is the Alletone cover. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I am using the Hobonichi A5 Cousin English, the English version. So that's this. And honestly, just a quick little thing about this cover, I am a little bit uncertain that I am using it correctly, because I don't know if I bought the wrong size or what, but look how much space is in here, and it's really bugs me. And I don't know if it was meant to allocate for, you know, extra bulkiness later on. I don't know, but it is big. If you guys know why it's this large, please let me know. I'd love to figure this out, but otherwise, yeah. Anyway, so what I want to do here, the goal of this video is to add tabs, because I desperately need them in my planner. I went a year once without tabs, and I just, you know, go a year without it and you will see how much you really need tabs. It's so much easier just to be able to get to your months, you know. But anyway, so these are some of the stickers that I have in my shop for the Hobonichi and the Weeks. And I'm just going to separate what's going to go into my Weeks planner and what's going to go into the Hobonichi. So this goes in the Hobonichi, this is going to go in the Weeks. And these were some that I cut by mistake. like the printer cut through the paper, so I'm just going to keep them. I might use them for something. But yes. Okay, so gosh, I haven't made a video in a really long time and I feel really discombobulated. But this is gonna go in my Weeks. Okay, I'm just gonna put this aside somewhere. There we go. And these will go in the Hobonichi Cousin. I'm just gonna put them in here really quickly because I want to talk about the tabs. Okay, so for the tabs, I have two sets here. One is for, and these are available in my shop. One is for the Hobonichi Cousin, specifically for the Hobonichi Cousin, and they are numbered months. And then the tabs that say tiny month tabs, these can go in either planner. It's Hobonichi or the Weeks, or in any planner really. They're really small and tiny, and they just fit anywhere. But so this one is interchangeable, and then so I'm using that twice. I'm using that in the Weeks and in my Cousin. And these tiny month calendar tabs that say numbered and wellness, these are the wellness icons. This little guy is only for the Weeks, and I will show you guys why. It's mainly because of the sections in the back that you can do this with. With the Cousin, you don't have that option. So I was able to do that for the Weeks only. And so yeah, so this set's going to be for the Hobonichi Cousin, and this set is going to be for the Weeks. And I'm just going to put these things together so we can get started. I think what I'm going to do is do the Cousin first, and then I'll end it with the Weeks. The Weeks also has these wellness labels that correlate with these section wellness icons, and I'll show you guys how that all goes together. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to remove my Hobonichi planner from this cover, and yeah, if you guys know why they made it so big, did I order the wrong size? I don't know. Thought it was for the A5 Cousin, but there it is. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna start off with are the tabs. So let's get started with these tabs. I really love adding tabs. I don't know, I've seen a lot of people mention how much of a pain they are, but I don't know why, I love it. Anyway, so the tiny month tabs with the numbers, I'm gonna have that be, see how I set that up in my, so this is my old Weeks from 2024, and I use the number tabs for the months and the full abbreviated months, you know, written out for my weekly pages, and I like that better, so I'm gonna do that here as well. And so we'll start with the number tabs. Okay, so we're gonna start with January. I am going to literally just eyeball these. I'm not doing any measurements or anything like that because I just rather just do it the quick way. So we'll see where we end off. So I'm adding this to the back of the January page. On these tabs, there's a very light dashed line that you can use as a guide. And I just stick that down. I saw somewhere once where someone, I don't remember if it was like on YouTube or on Instagram, where they just put their tabs like this first before folding them down, and I kind of like that idea, so I'm gonna try it. I'll see if it works. It makes me nervous just leaving them open like that before folding them, because normally I just fold them down, but of course I have to try this method because I saw it. I'm making sure I got the right month. March. This is gonna pull up April. April and May. That line really helps because otherwise these can easily like go in crooked, like slanted. June. I leave just a teeny bit of space between them. You could overlap them if you wanted to, but I kind of like to see the full number. I think that one, maybe I didn't put it in far enough. July. If you see the dashed lines, then you know you kind of didn't put it, you know, down enough, but I'm okay with that. And these are like a frosted kind of clear, they're clear but frosted sticker. And they have a little bit of a thickness to them. There we go. I'm just like worried that I'm gonna put it on the wrong on the wrong page. But I am so excited to finally do this because it's been so hard to get to this. There's been so much going on, and you know, I'm sure everyone's got so much going on, and same here. It's been crazy, especially towards the end of the year, and I just can't set up my plan. I just don't have time to set my planner up. And I see so many people with their planners set up and I'm so jealous, but you know, this is how it is. It's January 3rd and I am setting mine up now. And that's okay. But it feels really, really nice to just finally have it all, you know, not all set up yet, but to at least have my tabs in. That makes me feel like, you know, like I have it set up. At least I have my tabs. Okay, so now they're all in. Awesome. Now I just have to fold them. And these do have a little bit of a score, so they're really easy to fold. And there's the first tab. So pretty, so easy. Okay, so now we're gonna fold all the rest. The rest of these tabby little guys. Okay. I don't know, I really like doing this. Oh no, did I mess up? Oh, I messed up. Shoot, 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 I messed up. Okay, here we go. This is it. We're gonna see, you know, when you mess up, how you fix things. Very carefully, I peel that off. I'm gonna bring this back. So, good thing I didn't, I guess, put them fold them over, right? I don't know how I did that because I feel like I was checking, wasn't I? I don't know. Okay. All right. So anyway, that method was kind of cool, except that I messed up. So that's my fault. But luckily, these are not too bad with peeling off and repositioning, but be careful. Like, seriously be careful, because the Hobonichi pages are like so thin. They can easily break. And you do not want that. Okay, so I'm gonna fix these and I'll be right back. Okay, that's December. Perfect. Awesome. There we go. And we've got all of these in. Lovely. Okay, so this has some icons in it, and I'll see where I put those later. All right, so let's go to the weekly section. And so January starts here, and that's where I'm gonna start it. So we'll start on this page. I'm gonna go a little closer so you guys can see better. So we'll go with January, and just so you can see how like frosted they are. It's like a clear frosted. I seriously love these little tabs. Okay, double check and make sure there isn't another page there. I'm just gonna go ahead and fold this back. This is how I normally do them. January, February, I'm gonna add this one here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put the rest of these on, and then I'll be back. Okay. All right, so all of these are finally in, and let's see how it looks together. So these are the months, and then these are the weeks, the weekly pages. So one thing here is they are not aligning, and I guess I could have paid attention to that. And I just assumed they would align. I don't know why, but I did. It's not that big of a deal, but heads up, if you want them to align, just pay attention to where you're placing them. Once you set this first row of dates in, then you can kind of, you know, flip back and forth and see where you're placing the other rows of months in. But yeah, you know, I can live with it. It's fine. It still looks good. So, okay, so the next part of this is going to be the yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily pages, which I'm going to put up at the top. Let's see. So yearly is the first page. If I want to go to my year at a glance, that's where this yearly would go. I'm just trying to decide if I want it to, yeah, I guess I'll do it this way. I'm just wondering if I should start it with daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. My brain wants to do that, even though, I mean, this is the order of how you see these. I kind of want to do it that way. This year, I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to do it backwards. Let's see. Okay, so this little tab is at the end, and there's this little cutout right here, so sometimes you'll just have to pull that out if it gets stuck. So, okay, I'm gonna do yearly right here. So is this gonna be yearly? I'm gonna flip this way, press plus. This will be yearly right here. Perfect. And you know what? I think I'm gonna leave them open. Get stuck there. So that's yearly, and then monthly. So it's all the yearly stuff, and then we're gonna start with monthly here. Do this again. Let's do monthly right here. We have 4 of these tabs, so I think I might space them out a little bit. About there. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna leave it open. And then weekly. So the weeks are going to start in June. Let's see. This will be weeks, right? So here's the weekly. Just eyeballing this. And then I'm gonna do daily. Just gonna grab the daily. And they're all included in this sheet. This is the tiny month tabs that you can use for either the Hobonichi Cousin or the Hobonichi Weeks. All right, so now the daily pages are gonna start back here, all the way back here. So this is January. Do daily right here. It's hard to see because they're so far away. I can't see where to put the dailies, so I'm gonna say about there. think it's fine. All right, so there we go. So now we have these tabs in, and now we can fold them over. So I do kind of like this system where you add your tabs this way and then flip them this way to fold them over. And I can see now why it was done this way, where you leave them open. I kind of do like that now. And let's see the next one. Here, can't see the daily so well, so just making sure. I have a feeling that wait, I folded this wrong. Both. Fix that. I'm feeling that I folded over another page, so let me make sure. Okay, so this is weekly. That's fine. The monthly. Perfect. Okay, so it's fine. It's perfect. There we go. Awesome. So then we have daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and I kind of like that. Instead of starting it the other way around, I like it this way. Yearly, monthly, weekly, daily. This is like in the front, and as you keep going further and further, you keep going further to the back of the book. I don't know if that's how everyone does it, but last year I did it the opposite way because I did it in a separate order, and I like this order better. So yeah, I love that. And there we are. So I have all my tabs in, and oh, that's that. Perfect. I love that. So I mean, just this alone really helps, kind of makes me feel like I have my planner kind of ready to go a little bit, you know, so that's nice. Adding tabs is a nice thing. Okay, so the next thing you might want to do is add some of these icons. So in the back of the Hobonichi, the Hobonichi Cousin, there isn't really that much in terms of extra notes pages like the Weeks. The Weeks has extra notes pages. You really just have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 notes pages. And last year, let's see what I did. I have personal stuff here, so I'm not gonna flip through this thing. But just want to get to, okay, so here, this is what I was gonna do. So I'm going to try to implement this for this year, which is my Tumbo pen color chart. This one is just notes. And then I was gonna do, this one was gonna be the happy face. So notes, happy face, those are the icons, because this is gonna be like visualizing, what do you call it? Like those word of the days kinds of things you want to look at that inspire you. So that was going to be the happy face. So that's what I was going to do. So notes, and that's there, happy face, icon. And then here what I did, I used this favorites page for putting all these online classes that I have. That's it. This is going to be a notes page, so I'm going to do notes. And I'm going to start it here, down here. So it'll be back here on this last page, all the way in the back, all the way in the bottom, so I can see it. The notes. So that's going to be notes. And I will do my Tumbo tests on that page. I'm going to do this happy face for any affirmations. That's the word that I want to do. Affirmations related to business. This is going to be my shop planner. So anything that kind of makes me happy related to my shop or that inspires me organization wise, business owner wise, anything like that. Maybe even a vision board. I don't know. Let's see. But that's going to be that. And then, oh. And then this last page, can do miscellaneous or goals, pens. Yes, that's notes. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to give myself, I'm going to move this over here. This is going to be notes because it's going to go to that main front page. So that's going to be notes. Oh, sorry. I just moved the notes to this page instead of here so that when I flip to it, I get this notes page. Let me get that up a little. Okay, I'm just gonna carefully move this tab. So this is gonna be here. Happy things. I wonder if happy things should be first, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, but I'll work it through. We'll see how it goes. If I don't like it next year, I'll change it. Notes, happy face, goals. Let's do goals here. And then miscellaneous, then that's perfect. I think I can use all of these. Tabs. Okay. So we got all of these here. And miscellaneous. Send that over. Pull it over. Oh, I'm so lazy. I could just do this. It would be easier, but I don't know why I just stay with the most uncomfortable position to make these folds. It's I'm lazy. Okay. So there we are. There are those. I like the way that looks. Now for the heart, we have notes, fabs. Have all of these extra tabs that I am going to use. So I added these. I'm just going to add them going up now. A little page folded. So I'm going to, let's see, start at notes there. Okay, so this is, let's do favorites, right? So this is going to be the favorites. And, you know, I obviously didn't really plan this out that well, but that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, these could even go at the top if you wanted to, you know, like up here. I guess you could also do that. But I kind of like them down here. So I'm okay with that. I'm gonna leave them there. There's the My 100s. Let's put that in. So we have Favs, which is the favorites. Here's the 100. Let's put this in here. Actually, right? Yeah, that's the. Okay, My 100 will go here. And then the 365, which I've never used this page, but I did decide to make tabs for these because they kind of disappear back here, so that's why I don't use them. So I'm thinking that if I have a tab for it, maybe I'll use them more. But we'll see, right? We'll see about that. Okay, so for favorites, I have a heart one left and this one left. And I'm not sure what I could use those for. But, you know, obviously, if you don't want it to say faves, you could always use the heart instead. You know, but these could also be used as any kind of marking point in your planner if there's something you want to just hold off as like a heart, and or like another little tab for anything during your dailies. You know, if there's like a page here that you want to flip back to that you love or that you want to remember, you could use that. You can use it there. Anyway, but this is how I'm gonna use it. Use these. This will make it easier to flip to these sections because otherwise they just, like I said, they just disappear. And now all set up. Here we go. Not so perfect, but you know, it works. And I still love the way these tabs look. Yeah, I love this. And now I can start using this planner more effectively. And I will save these if I need to place them anywhere later on in the future. But yeah, pretty much all of these got used. I do have an extra notes one, but they all got used up. All right, so now the yearly, the year to glance page. This is the year to glance kit that's available in my shop. And I'm gonna show you guys how I place it, how I'm gonna use this in my Hobonichi planner. So here we go. I did make a few marks here already. And just to show you guys, I know there's been like a big discussion regarding the Hobonichi paper, the new paper, and yeah, there are some issues, and I will talk about some things that I discovered and how to possibly avoid this serious ghosting. I wouldn't even consider this ghosting. This is bleed through. This is 100% bleed through, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So this kit, just so you know, comes with this extra mindset label, and I'll show you where this goes. Okay, so, all right, I'm gonna start with the months first and then the 2025 label, and I'll show you guys why. So what I'm gonna do here is just place these right over the line. So as soon as the line gets covered, let me go in a little bit more. Okay, so these are really easy to put in. So as soon as that little line that's there on the page gets covered, then you can just stick these down. And yeah, just wanted to make sure that it's even. Okay. So I'm gonna do that for all of these. And obviously, just when you're laying these down, you want to try to make sure that you're not putting them too far to the left, too far to the right, because the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday letters need to align with these columns, and they do perfectly align. You just have to make sure that they kind of go right over them, and you'll be fine. So these are really easy to put in. But so the reason I created this kit for 2025, I actually created this for in 2024, and I used it in my 2024 planner. Not in my cousin though. I created it for, sorry, I'm just kind of remembering. I created it for my weeks, and I just wanted to try it out to see how I felt with it before I added it to my shop. But I really wanted to just make this page look a little more aesthetically pleasing versus, you know, just seeing this page the way it was made my head like, I didn't know where to focus. I don't know if anyone else had that problem, but there was just so much on this page that my brain would avoid this page. It would just go like, okay, you know, I don't need this. I don't need this page. So I just move on. But I figured if I was able to make certain things stand out and give this page a little more purpose, that it would help me to utilize it better, because it definitely can be useful, but it wasn't useful for me before, but now it is. And I'll show you why afterwards, so you can see, because there's certain things that'll stand out more, and some things that I'm not using that I just remove completely or cover up. For instance, the 2024, I don't need to look back. If you do, you don't need to use the parts that are going to cover this section, but for me, I just wanted to simplify this part a little bit so there isn't so much going on. And with that, I wanted to make sure that it was very simple. Whatever I created here wasn't too distracting. So the reason I started with these was so that when I use this label, I can align, I can use this sticker here. I'm going to show you this sticker part right here to align it a little bit, because otherwise it's kind of hard to know where to put this. But yeah, once you kind of align these a little bit, just a little, you know, then it should be fine. So I want to make sure it covers this part. So once you have it down there, then just wiggle it so that it covers that part of the ear. Oops, I gotta bring it down more. Actually, okay, hold on. I lied. So just, okay. So you want to make sure that it just covers the 2025 right at the edge, like barely give it any space there. And then cover this little box over here. Okay, then it will cover it, and that's perfect. Here we go. So that's the way to add that label. I thought that I could align it with this, and I thought that I did that last time and it worked, but this time it kind of didn't. But anyway, I think just making sure that you cover the 2025 like close to the edge, then over here it's going to cover that little box. All right, so now intentions. So I have this intentions box here that is perfect for covering up this section here. So I'm going to be using two things to cover up the 2024 calendar, which is this intentions box and the mindset box. And I'll show you how to place this because it might be a little confusing. I'm gonna make sure that we, hold on. So if you go like this and you figure out like where you want to place this, because you don't want to place this too far this way, because then you're not going to cover that little part of the last year box. So you just want to make sure that you're going to have enough space on this side to cover the other side. And so I think about there is fine. I'm going to go over this 2024 here, right about there. And then just try to make sure it's as straight as you can possibly make it. And sometimes a page underneath can buckle a little and not giving you that straight edge. So you want to lift. There we go. Okay. So, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to place the mindset label on. And, you know, these can be a little tricky to place because, you know, they're big labels and the Hobonichi paper is really thin. So it can be a challenge, but it is doable. What I would recommend is to slightly take a little bit of the tack off your label in case you need to reposition. It just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna align as best as I can here, and then try to make sure that your page is nice and straight. And this feels like I didn't get it straight, so let's try that again. I think I'm gonna align from the top instead of the bottom. It's gonna give me a better there we go. Yeah, that's better. So I'm gonna align like that and make sure that all the months are covered at the top, and then put it down. So then after that, what we're gonna do is place the 2026 label. Like that. And then we have these other smaller little labels here, month labels, that we can place right here. And these are designed to go right over that little Hobonichi line. So as soon as it goes over, you can place it down. And again, you don't want to cover the numbers, and you want to make sure that the columns align. And it's not really that crazy finicky, you know, where you have to spend a lot of time with it. Unless you make a mistake like me. I just made it a little crooked, and it covered the one, and that would drive me nuts. So to avoid anything like that, just again, make it a little less sticky, and then if you have to pull it up, it'll be a lot easier to pull up. But I forget to do it sometimes, and then that's when I get in trouble or get myself in trouble. I forget to make it a little less sticky. Okay, so I'm gonna just speed up this process. Okay, so all done here, and just wanted to mention I apologize for the noise before. I had my heater on, and that was that buzzing sound in the background, and I didn't realize that I had it on, so sorry about that. So here it is. Here is the Mindset Year at a Glance kit, all placed into these 2 pages, and I just love the way it looks. I just love this nice and simple. It's less cluttered to me, and I can easily just see things more clearly. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but there's just something about this look that just helps my brain understand what I'm looking at versus the way it was before. And then this area, I feel like I can utilize this a little bit better. And yeah, so I love the way this looks, and I just wanted to talk about these 2 boxes. So the way I'm planning on using this is under intentions. I'm going to write in what the purpose of this planner is. And I know, like, it's something we plan before we even get the planner. Like, what are we going to use this planner for? But sometimes those things change, and I don't know. I just like to write it down, and I really loved doing that in my wellness planner, where I just wrote down exactly what I was going to use the planner for and exactly what I want this planner to do for me. So this is going to be my shop planner. So I really want this to help me be organized, to be productive. I want specific things. Like, I want to use my monthly. I think I'm going to make some points about what I'm going to use my monthly section for, what I'm going to use my weekly section for, and what I'm going to use my daily pages for. Just a lot of just notes for myself, pretty much. What I intend to accomplish with this planner. So I'm going to write those things in here. Mindset, what I used this for last year was as almost like a little mini vision board, like a little inspiration board, just to get my mind focused on what this planner is going to do for me. So like I mentioned, this could say accomplish certain goals, to be more productive, and what kind of things will accomplish that. I could even put stickers in here. The way I did this, maybe this will help kind of understand this mindset area more. So here I put take care of my health, because this is my health and wellness planner. Make time for self-care, focus on good things in my life, and I use these stickers in here to do that, and I just like the way that looks. It's pretty. And then under intentions, I put make health and wellness my top priority. Schedule my doctor's appointments throughout the year and not at the end of the year. Find a way to get better sleep. So just things like that. And these are just other things. Practice meditation, workout, like just any other notes for this planner that I want to implement somehow. So that's really what these boxes are for. All right, so I'm gonna go and start the weekly section. I'm gonna tab that. I'm gonna go through it a little more quickly because this video is gonna take so long otherwise, but I wanted to talk about this. So I made some notes back here and I discovered a few things, and I actually don't know if I can share this page, not all of it, so I'm gonna cover a little bit. There we go. All right, okay. So what I did here was I sampled some as I was writing on here using, actually, hold on. So I used a mild liner while I was making these notes. And when I turned the page, right, I saw this, which is some very heavy bleed through. That's not ghosting, it's bleed through. I saw this and I was going to return my Hobonichi. I don't even know if I can return it at this point, but I was really upset because, you know, when you purchase a planner 1 year and you use it and you love it and you have certain expectations for it, so when you purchase it again, you kind of expect it to be the same because you fell in love with the paper and the way it writes and everything, and then you receive it and you get some, you have paper issues. And anyway, I'm fine now because I figured out a semi-solution, sort of. So the mild liners in some colors do this, and not all of them. So there's some mild liners and like lighter ones, or even this brown one. This I think is called brown, the mild liner. It doesn't do it as much, like barely. Like you could see a little bit in the edge, but barely. This one, it just saturated a little more. And it's possible that if you really do this really quickly, like let's say a really quick highlight, that it won't give you, tiny bit, but it won't be as strong as that. It's when this sits on the page just like a half a second, even less than that, more, it'll puddle and it'll bleed. So I'm sad to say I won't be using this anymore, but there's a similar color, Tombow. This is the 912. Oh wait, this isn't it, sorry. Wrong one. Okay, this is the 947. And I mean, it's similar enough. And the Tombows don't have that strange like bleed through on the edges. I haven't checked all of them yet, but these markers seem to give me a much better result on the Hobonichi planner paper, the new Hobonichi planner paper. So that is my solution. I'm not going to use the mild liners, at least not that specific one, and I'll test out the rest to see how they do, but I think I might just stick with the Tombows for 2025. So this video ended up being incredibly long, so I split it in two. So please watch part 2 if you want to see me set up my Hobonichi Weeks. Bye! And I mean, it's similar enough. And the Tombos don't have that strange like bleed through on the edges. I haven't checked all of them yet, but these markers seem to give me a much better result on the Hobonichi planner paper, the new Hobonichi planner paper. So that is my solution. I'm not going to use the mild liners, at least not that specific one, and I'll test out the rest to see how they do, but I think I might just stick with the Tombos for 2025, but we'll see. So one thing I wanted to note here, see here I used the Tombow and this is what happened. You know, oh, what a pain, right? That just looks so bad. So this page, I don't normally do a lot of stickers. You know, I wasn't planning on it because I don't think last year I did any for it. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't planning on doing too many stickers here, but I think I'm going to have to do something here, like even if it's like putting one of these labels